The overview of my capstone project is creating a layout that or a framework that provides the community of Garden City, Kansas, an alternative transportation program that reduces alcohol related accidents and citations. The program that I chose is called Safe Ride, and Safe Ride is a nonprofit organization, meaning that it's sustaining to the environment as well as bringing in that 1% financial incentives to keep the program going. As I delved deeper into the community during my research, I realized that we have a young population as well as the culture of social drinking. However, the root cause or the root problem of this is not because there's a social drinking culture nor that the population is young. The root cause of this problem is due to the fact that there's no alternative transportation program. There's no method of transporting people back and forth to their home after a night of drinking. As a matter of fact, I talked to a crime analysis from our police department, and she stated that last year they arrested 110 people for driving under the influence of alcohol. Now, what if those people weren't arrested? I'm sure there's more out there who got away from driving while impaired. Moreover, there needs to be some sort of program to reduce those effects. And studies have shown that Safe Ride reduced 17% in alcohol related accidents and in citations. So, throughout this video, some of the topics I will be talking about are my goals, financial analysis, as well as the methods that I have been using in trying to bring life into Safe Ride. So my goal evidently is to implement this program, is to provide the community of Garden City this program. However, before that can happen, I have to prove to the city that it's self-sustaining. It can bring in some sort of financial revenues. There's support behind it. So what I did was I constructed through the help of the consulting scoreboard book that the ROI or the return on investment methodology. So I've calculated that the total cost of the program is under 32,000, which is great because that's how much the mayor is wanting to give me for this grant is 32,000. So this program can have at least two drivers, a person who answers phone calls, um, as well as room for advertisements to raise awareness, to allow for others to know that hey, there's another method, there's another way of driving home tonight without getting behind the wheel while you're impaired. So after calculation on the return on investment, there's a 30% or a 36% return on it. So there's a ratio of 1 to 3. And according to Phillips and Phillips of our class book, there needs to be at least that 1% in that return investment for a program to be effective, for say a nonprofit organization to build its sustainable. Um, I guess the communication strategy that I have been using is one to raise awareness through social media, which I have. Um, I've broadcasted my opinions on KSN News in hopes to create more attention and more awareness from our citizens, hoping that they reflect on their behaviors to stop driving while impaired, to stop others who are too impaired to drive. I've gotten a support from local bars and local liquor stores. They are willing to donate 20% or 15% of their liquor sales back towards this program. that's where I got that 36% return on investment. If two people, or if every driver, I'm sorry, if every client who uses this program donate at least $1 or $2 as tips to the driver, that tips would provide that extra income to, or for the drivers, as well as saving back for the program to keep it self-sustainable. I guess one of the major expense here are the buses. However, the CityLink system, our bus link system, have stopped using their buses around 5 p.m. So we can use that bus. I'm hoping that we can use those buses to create this program to where it's efficient, it's cost effective. However, some of those gaps are still there, like how much our bus insurance are going to be, how much are gas prices. Um, I'm. It's assumed that the travel expense, which is calculating gas, would be 3,000 per year. Say gas is $2. Currently, it's $2, and a bus tank holds about 30 gallons. So you multiply that in, and I got about 3,000. Vehicle insurance was estimated to be 1,500, and for salaries for two drivers a year would be 26,000 each. But that would be part time. So before we can assume that the salaries are there, we have to do a pilot test. We have to see if this will work. We have to see if people will use this program or not. But in order for this program to come alive, we need to continue to raise awareness. We need to go out there and let others know that, hey, other people will be affected by this if you don't use this program, if you drive while impaired. Um, I guess my method of communication is to collaborate, have a commitment on my part, as well as raising that awareness to form a group of community, to form citizens that would help keep this program sustainable. So I guess that's my capstone project. Um, Again, my goals are to implement Safe Ride, um, but before that, I have to raise awareness. I have to be committed on this project. So far, it's going great. I have an interview with the City of Commissioners tomorrow, actually, at 10:30. So hopefully they are persuaded by my speech and um, see that this layout that I've created is effective and will keep the program sustainable. So thank you for listening to my video, and congrats on everyone's project, and I good luck with everything else that's yet to